This is a vigil in Kiev's Maidan Square tonight. Cell phones lit up in lieu of candles as they sang, prayed and mourned the more than 75 people killed in the fight for Ukraine's future. The shooting there has now stopped and the president has backed down. Under pressure from European leaders, Viktor Yanukovych signed a peace deal with the opposition and he has agreed to early elections. But his opponents say it's not nearly enough, that Yanukovych now has blood on his hands and until he goes, they are staying put, reinforcing the barricades. Mike Drolet has our story tonight.
It was a tense morning in Kiev's Independence Square. Protesters milled about, waiting for whatever was to come next. It's hard to believe this was the scene just 24 hours earlier, a street battle that left hundreds of dead and wounded. By late morning, word had reached the barricades. A deal was in the works. In Parliament, lawmakers came to blows over the particulars, which included early elections, a new unity government, and a new constitution. But there was one sticking point. President Viktor Yanukovych would remain in power. Yanukovych cannot stay in power because he is a tyrant, said this protester. He should be ousted immediately, and this will be fair. Fair it might not be, but in a moment that wasn't supposed to be caught on camera, the Polish foreign minister warned the opposition, sign it or else. Flanked by European foreign ministers, a stern-looking Yanukovych signed the deal. Of note, the Russian envoy refused to witness it. So the deal stands, but there's no certainty it will last.
It tells us that we are in for a period of constant turmoil and turbulence, that Russia will hold back or use those levers it can against this accord, and if it fails, then of course blame the Western foreign ministers for having brought this in.
What is clear is that Yanukovych has lost control. The newly empowered parliament even voted to free his nemesis, Yulia Tymoshenko, the former prime minister who spent the last 2 years in jail on questionable charges. Canada's large Ukrainian population has been closely watching events unfold. From Ottawa, a proud Lesia Spolsky has called her niece, who is living on the front lines in Kiev every day.
Feel more safe and they feel that the regime of Yanukovych is falling.
That's why she decided to be there every day, to build the country, to build the democracy, to build the future for herself and for other countrymen.
Now that there's a deal, Spolsky is breathing a bit easier. But she knows in Ukraine there's no guarantees it will last. Mike Drolet, Global News.